Hey all, JSB here with some exciting, well, exciting for me at least, channel news. It's the launch of the Acting is Reacting Buy Me a Coffee page. Hey, and thanks for joining me as always. So, in the 18 months since I started on YouTube, this channel has grown and evolved in all sorts of ways, including many I never imagined. And that's entirely down to, well, you lot for watching, subscribing, commenting, and all that good YouTubey stuff. You do so well. Keep it up. Now, music will always be the main focus on the channel, but recently I branched out into more gig and album reviews and various other things, some surprises still to come. As a result, the number of music reaction videos has slowed just a little bit, and I know that's what some people like the best. Anyway, today I'm officially launching something that many people have not asked for, but a few of you actually have, and that is a way to support the channel and request reactions directly. Now, a big question some of you might have is, do I have to? And the answer is absolutely not. All content on the channel remains free and accessible to everyone. Anyone can still vote in polls, get free song requests in during live streams, and comment with suggestions, though, let's be honest, I get to very, very few of those. Still slightly more than none. And if you do want to support what I'm doing with the channel, whether that's by tossing a metaphorical coffee, or as you'll see, pizza my way, or by commissioning a song or four or more, this will now be the place to do it. And it will help make sure I'm not just playing whatever I fancy all the time. And just to be completely clear, paying for requests means I will listen with an open mind. That doesn't mean I'll fake it. This channel is and always will be 100% BS free. You'll get my honest opinion, good or bad. Right, then let me show you what it looks like. There will be 5 options on the page depending on how deep you want me to dive, from a single song reaction right up to, well, come with me and find out. Okay, so the first thing you'll see when you come to the page is that it is buy me a pizza because I don't drink coffee. This is a default on their system, and it's not something I really expect anybody to use, but you can if you just want to donate a little something to the channel to keep me going with no reward to yourself whatsoever, then you can. And it's set currently at £2 per slice, and you can order 3 or 5 slices or whatever you like. But that's a by the by, that's just something that comes with the page as a whole. The meat of the matter is in the shop, which you can access via there, or on the front page again, you've got 2 of the options, the single song reaction and the random foreplay, or you can click the view all shop items from there. And if you do that, then you see magically all 5. So I will just walk you through each of those, starting with the single song reaction, which is of course well, it does what it says on the tin basically. It's a request for a song for me to react to, up to 7 minutes in length. We'll get to the option next for if you want a longer song for me to have a listen to. Now you see I've set this at only 8 left, and each category will only be available for a few at a time, but that's just to make sure I don't get overwhelmed, which I don't honestly expect to happen, but you never know. You can't be too careful. And you can also enter your price. So it will be set at a minimum of the price here, which is 12 quid for the song, but you can give more if you want to. Although if you want to do that, then you can probably just buy more songs, but we'll get to that. So as it does say here as well, and it says it on each level, if you've got any questions, please, before you do send money, contact me via the contact item, which is on the main shop page. I'll just go back quickly and show you that. There it is, right at the bottom, contact. You can click on that and send a message via that. Or, of course, you can send it to my email, which is air.jsbyt@gmail.com. So as I say here, I will react to any song, be it my first time or millionth time hearing it. And if you do specifically want a first time reaction, you might just want to check with me first whether I've heard the song that you're after or not. All right, there's some little disclaimers there, but again, do read all that before you make a purchase. So that's the single song basic reaction. But if you want a longer song, Well, you've got the long song listen along option, and this is for songs. I'd put it at a ballpark of 7 to 15 minutes in length. But there is leeway if you've got a real epic that you want, a 25-minute song or whatever. Again, just get in touch and we can work out what you should put in this box, really. Right at the start, I might just say, you know what, just stick to the 16, that's dandy. We'll see. I might say £8,000 to listen to Close to the Edge, for example. Anyhow, now we come to the song versus song or song war category, which is something that's been on the channel right from the start, pretty much, which is where I listen to two songs and try and choose a favorite between them. And in this case, that would be two songs chosen by you, with a total runtime of 15 minutes max is, again, my basic setting, but leeway is available if you contact me and request it as such. So that can be, for example, my biggest video in this category that's on the channel is the You Ought to Know song war between Alanis Morissette, the originator, and then the cover by The Warning. That's been seen a whopping 10,000 times or so. But it can be anything. It can be an original versus cover like that one, two songs with the same title but nothing else in common, two songs by the same artist, whatever you like, really. It's up to you. And speaking of whatever you like, we get to, from here, the random foreplay, which is still my favorite thing to do on the channel. If you haven't seen one of them, they're slightly tricky to explain, but generally I will throw a playlist or an album on shuffle and either listen to whatever songs come up first, the first four, that is to say, or do a sort of best in two or three, all on random. Pop it on iTunes or Spotify, it will give me two or three songs and I'll pick one of them and go like that until we've gone all the way through and had four songs. So again here, roughly a total runtime of 25 minutes, of course, because it is random, you might not know exactly how it's going to play out. So that's just a rough guide. And there are indeed three ways that you can request a random foreplay. As I say, pure randomness, which is you give me an album or a playlist with between 8 to 12 songs on it. I'll pop it on shuffle and listen to the first four. So it's kind of like Russian roulette with music and less death, hopefully. Then there's the second option, curated randomness, which is the same, but I will, as I say, shuffle the entire album or playlist and choose one in every two or three songs, depending on the total number of tracks on that list or album. And with that option, you also have the possibility of guaranteeing a particular song to be one of the four. So, for example, if I was to do Marillion's Afraid of Sunlight, which I'm not because you haven't voted for it in the current poll that's running, I would say the title track is going to come up and whatever it comes up against is losing. And then the third option here is for it to actually not be random. You can just pick the four songs you want, any theme. They don't have to be connected at all. I'll just put them on shuffle and listen to them in whatever order. Or if you say otherwise, I will just do it in the order you give me. I'm that flexible, I know. And yeah, any other info is in there. And then finally, yes, we're getting there. The final option is this one, which is the Whopper. No trademark infringement intended, and burger not included. But this is, well, where you can literally go wild, up to, again, roughly 60 minutes of music. I've not done any full album reactions or anything like that on the channel, but if you want me to, this is the way to make me do it. And it doesn't have to be an album. It can be a curated list of any kind, or basically whatever you can come up with that will fill 60 minutes of music for me to have a listen to. It doesn't have to be 60 minutes. 40 minutes is more than enough. Yeah, it's the most open and is therefore, again, the one that you really above, I mean, all of these you do, but this one you really should contact me first before going ahead with it so that we're both on the same page and we know what we're doing before we do it. Great. Yeah, well, that is pretty much it for the page. I think that's more than enough to be starting with, don't you? Yeah. All right, so that's a first look at the Buy Me a Coffee /pizza page. if you have any comments, queries, or any of that good stuff, you can drop a comment below or contact me via the ways, as previously mentioned on the video, via the contact button on the shop page or to my email address, which is around. It's in the description of every video somewhere anyway. And yeah, we'll see what happens. The least that can happen is absolutely nothing, and that's fine. Basically, this option's here because some have suggested that they might want it, and if nobody does, then life carries on as normal. But otherwise, if people do go for it in a big, small, or otherwise way, it will be fun for me and hopefully for you, and keep a variety of things popping up on the channel as time goes on. We're in it for the long haul, folks, so thanks for being here today, and thanks for being here in the past and sticking around. And yeah, keep having fun. And all that it leaves me to say is, as ever, thanks for watching and bye for now, but not for long.
Acting is reacting. This does not mean acting again.